So Hunter Biden recently did a press conference where apparently he's protecting daddy. Let's get into it.
I'm here today to answer at a public hearing any legitimate questions Chairman Comer and the House Oversight Committee may have for me. I'm here today to make sure that the House Committee's illegitimate investigations of my family do not proceed on distortions, manipulated evidence, and lies. And I'm here today to acknowledge that I've made mistakes in my life and wasted opportunities and privileges I was afforded. For that, I'm responsible. For that, I'm accountable. And for that, I'm making amends. But I'm also here today to correct how the MAGA right has portrayed me for their political purposes. I am first and foremost a son, a father, a brother, and a husband.
First, let's stop there for a minute. Let's stop there for a minute because I don't like the disingenuousness that comes along with Hunter Biden. I don't. I really don't. Hunter Biden is defending himself by saying that basically his father was not financially involved in anything that he had going on that would basically jeopardize or paint Joe Biden, the father, in a negative light, especially considering his election season, right? Or election season is starting to ramp up. And so one of the tactics that he's using is he's saying that, well, it's the MAGA right. MAGA right that is painting this and doing this investigation that is unfairly tying my father in and then offending what it is that I've got going on in my legacy. It's the MAGA right that's doing it, and they're doing it without justification. There is no one, and when I say no one, nobody, that is more scrutinized, investigated, and then unjustifiably being thrown under the bus with trumped up charges than Trump himself. There is nobody that has had a witch hunt on them or against them more than Donald J. Trump. Nobody. Nobody. Whether you agree with him, his policies, his politics, the way that he ran his presidency, one thing that I think that we all can agree on is that there is nobody that has had more lawsuits, more witch hunt, more scrutiny, no president in the history. And he ain't even a president. He just the son of a president who was a bad druggie. Nobody, not one person has been scrutinized more than Donald Trump. That's a fact. So listen, throw the excuses out. We don't want to hear it. You out here embarrassing your father, getting arrested, subpoenaed, and all of this other type of stuff. And here's the question that I really have. Who wrote this speech for him?
From a loving and supportive family. I'm proud to have earned degrees from Georgetown University and Yale Law School.
As a result of your father.
I'm proud of my legal career and business career. I'm proud of my time serving on a dozen different boards of directors.
Because of the power of your father.
And I'm proud of my efforts to forge global business relationships. For 6 years, MAGA Republicans, including members of the House committees who are in a closed-door session right now, have impugned my character, invaded my privacy, attacked my wife, my children, my family, and my friends.
Fam, you up on tax charges. And you had a subpoena that you defied in order to be able to have this press conference. You got tax charges, fam. And now your father got an impeachment inquiry targeted against him, partially because of his ties to you, and that you are the son that probably never should have been, considering how much you're embarrassing your father, even though I don't like Biden. So then you go out and address reporters outside of Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C., and then you basically embarrass your father even more by running in the Victim Olympics. Okay.
They ridiculed my struggle with addiction. They belittled my recovery. And they have tried to dehumanize me.
Wait, we gotta replay that one. Hold on, Hunter. Hold on, Hunter. You a grown man. They've ridiculed your struggle with addiction. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me just play this.
My children, my family, and my friends. They've ridiculed my struggle with addiction. They've belittled my recovery. And they have tried to dehumanize me.
You want a cookie, little tink tink? Aw, Buttercup. This is the new Buttercup. Hunter is Buttercup. Aw, you want some credit? You don't want us to belittle your recovery from addiction? Yo, listen. You know that they said that they found some drugs inside of the White House. I don't think that that's ever been documented in the history of the White House. Listen, it didn't happen until Biden was in the White House. And then they said that you came and visited allegedly. And then now they saying that they found some drugs in the White House. Oh, hey, what kind of drugs was he on?
All to embarrass and damage my father, who has devoted his entire public life to service. For 6 years, I have been the target of the unrelenting Trump attack machine, shouting, "Where's Hunter?" Well, here's my answer.
I'm right.
I am here.
Yeah, you there.
Let me state as clearly as I can. My father was not financially involved in my business.
Cap.
Not as a practicing lawyer. Not as a board member of Burisma. Not in my partnership with a Chinese private businessman. Not in my investments at home nor abroad. And certainly not as an artist. During my battle with addiction, my parents were there for me. They literally saved my life. They helped me in ways that I will never be able to repay. And of course, they would never expect me to. And in the depths of my addiction, I was extremely irresponsible with my finances. But to suggest that is grounds for an impeachment inquiry is beyond the absurd. It's shameless.
He's coming to the aid of his father. What did he do with his money? I need to know. How Hunter Biden spent money. One of the most stunning. Hold on, wait. This is December 8th, according to the New York Post. One of the most stunning revelations in first son Hunter Biden's latest criminal indictment is that he withdrew more than $1.66 million in cash over a 4-year period, during some of which his autobiography claims he was using drugs almost continuously. The 9-count charge sheet filed Thursday in Los Angeles federal court accuses Hunter, now 53, of dodging $1.4 million in federal taxes from 2016 through 19. A handy table breaking down of the first son's expenditures over the same period indicates he took out $1.66 million from ATMs and cash machines alone. That's a heck of a lot of money that you put going to the ATM about. An average of $1.1 million each. An average of $1,100 every day, separate from the $680,000 he spent on various women. Oh my God! Yo, they saying that he spent at least $700,000 on various women. $700,000 tricking off on these hoes. Come on, man. See, listen. They said he spent $700,000 while tricking. Hold on. Let me get the rest of it. $700,000 while tricking, allegedly. $400,000 on clothes and accessory, and $190,000 on adult entertainment. While cash cannot be tracked easily with a paper trail, dozens of individual withdrawals are documented in files on Hunter Biden's laptop, which show removals of between $800 and $2,000 per transaction from his Wells Fargo checking account. On some days, he made as many as 7 separate withdrawals. Often the bank account balance neared empty as Hunter, a crack cocaine addict, wrote in his 2021 memoir, Beautiful Things, that he was blowing through money on getting high. In 2018 alone, the indictment shows Hunter withdrew more than $772,000 in cash, an average of $2,100 each day of that year. Wow. They say he was using crack cocaine 24 hours a day, smoking every 15 minutes, 7 days a week, according to the New York Post. Oh my God, this nigga was living like a rock star. He was living like a rock dog. Cut it off. Rod, I see you. I'm a read that super chat short. Hunter, get off, Hunter. This ain't for you. Get on off. Get off, bro. Good God. Smoking every 15 minutes? Oh. This dude did it bigger than Led Zeppelin, Axl Rose, Kid Rock, DMX. Good God almighty. And who was putting all this money into his? Because I know he wasn't working. So if your bank account is nearing empty every day, and you not working, and you ain't doing no business and taking care of no business, where's all of the money coming from? Good God almighty. We're going to have to deep dive into Hunter Biden.
There's no evidence to support the allegations that my father was financially involved in my business because it did not happen.
You got them good teeth, though.
James Comer, Jim Jordan, Jason Smith, and their colleagues have distorted the facts by cherry-picking lines from a bank statement, manipulating texts I sent, editing the testimony of my friends and former business partners, and misstating personal information that was stolen from me. There is no fairness or decency in what these Republicans are doing. They have lied over and over about every aspect of my personal and professional life.
You wrote in your own memoir, look, this is what he wrote. He wrote, after moving to California in 2018, went off and surrounded themselves with thieves, junkies, petty dealers, and over-the-hill strippers, con artists, and assortment of hanger-ons who then invited their friends and associates and most recent hookups. They latched on to me and they didn't let go, all with my approval. I never slept. There was no clock. Day bled in the night. Night bled in the day. A trail of dealers and their sidekicks rolled in and out day and night. Hunter wrote of this period during which he bounced between luxury hotels in Los Angeles and yet another passage excerpted by prosecutors. He said they pulled up in a late series Mercedes-Benzes decked out in oversized Raiders or Lakers jerseys, flashing fake Rolexes. Their stripper girlfriends invited their girlfriends who invited their boyfriends. They drink up the entire minibar, call room service for filet mignon and a bottle of Dom Perignon. One of the women even ordered an additional filet for her purse-sized dog. Despite this aimless lifestyle, the feds claim Hunter tried to write off $388,000 of his expenses from 2008 as business-related travel, despite having done little to no business in that year.
So much so that their lies have become the false facts believed by too many people.
You wrote it.
No matter how many times it is debunked, they continue to insist that my father's support of Ukraine against Russia is the result of a non-existent bribe. They displayed naked photos of me during an oversight hearing. And they have taken the light of my dad's love, the light
Check this one out.
result of a non-existent bribe. They displayed naked photos of me.
Yo, if black sheep of the family and down bad was a definition or a picture inside of the dictionary, you would be it, Hunter. Oh, if down bad,
during an oversight hearing. And they have taken the light of my dad's love, the light of my dad's love for me, and presented it as darkness. They have no shame.
neither did you.
These same committee chairmen have engaged in unprecedented political interference in what would have already been a 5-year investigation of me.
It's dog. Sometimes people just need to just bow out. It's not meant for you to be in front of the camera, family.
Yet, here I am, Mr. Chairman, taking up your offer when you said we can bring these people in for depositions or committee hearings, whichever they choose. Well, I've chosen. I am here to testify at a public hearing today to answer any of the committee's legitimate questions.
I got questions, Hunter. Straight up. I don't want to spend an extraordinary amount of time on Hunter, but I certainly have some questions for you, sir. If I was ever able to interview Hunter Biden, that would be the best. That is my grail interview. Is Hunter Biden. I'm sure I can get him to do it. I know I can get him to do it. Because sobriety only lasts as long as your last hit. That's what my friends told me in Detroit. Your sobriety only lasts as long as your last hit, bro. Good God Almighty.